Okay.
I would not claim that since long time ago. It was always about me. After the really, very bad disaster, the Typhoon Yolanda Haiyan, and then the earthquake in Bohol and Visayas 5 weeks apart, God impressed in my heart that I'm so blessed. I watched and in front of the television, night after night. I was really in tears, saying, what do we need to do to consider ourselves human? So that is when I started the Hope Now Foundation.
Okay, what does Hope Now do?
We've basically, the project is, one of the first project is the Yolanda Rebuild Program. I call it the Yolanda Rebuild Program because we aim to build in 4 communities, 160 houses. We've completed and delivered 3 communities already.
Fantastic.
120 houses. The 4th community in Hernani, Samar, he's halfway. It should be completed by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And going forward, we also decided, we said, we're not just going to give them a home or a house. We need to give them a livelihood. So we looked at the livelihood, the community, what they would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them wants to be fishermen, or they were fishermen before. So we've delivered about 40 or 50 fishing boats already with motors, brand new. And some of them wants to have some agricultural livelihood, but some wants to own a tricycle,
Mm-hmm.
but we decided to build a bigger one with racer bicycles. So further to that,
mm-hmm.
I hired people in Hope Now Foundation who are experienced social workers to go to the communities regularly, mentor them and teach them on how to be entrepreneurs. Because even in the APEC meetings, I love the big talk about, or the big conversation about big capital should innovate ways to help small business. But what we're doing is, prior to small business, you need to have a business. So if these people have lost everything because of natural disaster, you need to give them a start. So we're basically starting them, not just giving them the hardware, but the software, coaching them, simple accounting practices, teaching them expense cannot be more than income.
Right. How has your sort of corporate social responsibility activities, how has that affected your businesses? What's different now that you've added that into the mix of what you do?
The biggest reward I'm getting is I feel good. I feel incredibly good. And I feel humbled. Every time I go to these communities, when I see them and see myself, I feel very blessed. And I become very grateful and contented. And I think, like, the Bible is very clear that godliness with contentment is great gain. That's true. I've gained that contentment. And I think contentment is more valuable than any material things.
For sure. There's
You can't buy it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of very successful businessmen out there who aren't happy.
In fact, many. That's why I'm trying to, I love it that you guys take interest in talking about what we're doing, because I would like to encourage my friends or people who are watching that without contentment, money means nothing.
True.
And I'd like to say it's really not all, it's not all about us. We have to think that way. Yeah.
That's a very good message.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, what else would you like to impart to other SMEs out there, considering all your years of experience and now following this APEC experience?
Yeah, what I would like to say is, do not follow what I was before, because I started being a businessman when I was 17 years old. But until a few years ago, I thought it's all about me. You work very hard, you create great products, you make a lot of money, you keep everything for yourself. My encouragement would be start right. If you think of creating your future market, you need to start right. Because these people, like what we're doing now, the community people that we're teaching them how to be a business person, they'll be the future consumers. If they don't have anything to pay for, they can't be your consumers. So to sustain, inclusive growth also sustains economic activity. So that's my advice.
That is wonderful. Manny Osmeña, daghang salamat.
Manny O.
Manny. Thank you very much for being here on the show.
Thank you, Ria.